Hello, fellow robots out there in internet land. I am Sobertron, and welcome to episode 2 of Titancraft Season 6 here on Tango Tech's Patreon server, Titancraft. Guys, if you want to join me, it's his pay-to-play server. Information down in the description for his Patreon account. Sign up, join us. Craziness happening right now, all the crazy. So we're going to kick things off today at our quad cave spider spawner, guys. I'm pretty much recording immediately after the last episode ended. Because I have to fix this. I went in at the end of the last episode. This wasn't fully functional. I was trying to follow what DJ was trying to do with the water, but the way he's got it being routed right now, a lot of spiders are ending up in that corner. They're making their way up. Spiders ending up over there. So I need to figure out a better way to route these guys. So what I'm thinking about doing is actually lowering the kill room down a bit, have the water going from back to front, and just channel them right into the middle there. And then the guys from up above, I'm going to, right now the water stream's starting there, moving that way. I'm going to flip it, go that way, and just drop these guys from the ceiling into the, the higher water tray I'm about to make. It should still, everything should still be within 16 blocks of, where we're going to be standing, which is still going to be around here, just a couple blocks lower. So I have a lot to do first, because I need to drain all this water out. I need to light it up a lot more, because I'm going to get my face eaten off if I don't do that. So, I'll prep all this stuff up, I'll raise the floor up, and I'll, no, all the no. See? I need to get some milk. But let me do all this stuff up before I die a horrible, horrible death. I'll come back and show you guys what I've done. The new, retrofits I've done to our spider farm are working pretty nicely. Enough so that I was even able to get a Bane of Arthropods 4 sword to make these one-hit kills for us right now, which is fantastic, because this is a nice, easy source of XP right away. I also had enough levels to get myself a pretty decent pick. DJ wants to use the farm right now, though, so I'll let him do it. Changes I made to this were actually pretty simple. It took a little while, though, to get the configuration. Essentially, what I did was, I've got these little pads in the four corners that send things to the middle, and then it just sends them on another little water stream underneath. And yeah, easy kill stuff. Easy kill mode now enabled. So lots of XP to be gathered. We're really trying to get some better gear right now, which is great. A lot of people online right now. A lot of the groups online right now. So everybody's trying to just gather resources. I need to make these stairs a little bit better, or bubble vader. There will be a bubble vader installed in the near future, is what it looks like it's gonna be. But right now, that's all done. We can now have a nice supply of experience to try to get some better enchants going. But we really need some better resources. But we're gonna start trading. There's lots of other people who can gather resources. I want to build a trading hall for us. Oh, it's nighttime. Nice. So super simple farm trading villager thing design that's gonna come. I am going to use a simplified version of Logical Geek Boy's design. His little simplified series he's got going on right now is pretty fantastic. That's where the breeder came from. I thought about using his Iron Farm design, but I went with something else instead. So what I'm thinking is we're going to just continue this line right here with all of these villages. So we need to start doing something with them because we've got quite a few building up right there. So I'm probably going to snake this line around, and then I'm going to bring it underground, and I'm going to have a trading hall just pretty much. Hey, that's a nice cat. I want you. Just underground right here. So I'm probably just going to first start digging a big hole to make sure spacing's right and everything. Maybe it'll go this way first. Maybe I'll send them down, have a couple here, and then do a little U-shaped thing underneath here. But yeah, I'm going to put some of these guys to work, namely that guy. Dig us a big hole, and we can start doing this thing. So some very interesting things happen when you build your starter base with a group of people, and you're not always online at the same time. After I recorded that last clip, I had to go to work, came home about 8 hours later to many different things, like a gigantic cactus farm behind us. I think that was 2, maybe 3 layers this morning, and now it's, I don't even know, 7, 8? Craziness happens. But other things as well. Yeah, there's a horse now with Kitty's golden pony. Yes, that is a golden pony. The map has been moved. I didn't even think I talked about the map prior to this. The church is gone. Sham is designing a new church. And because this is going to be Sham's permanent base, he decided he didn't want the trading hall over there. He wanted it in its permanent location, which is over here. So Pakoshi, don't die, has been digging a big hole. There's a big hole down here now, almost ready to go. So that's great. That's going to be good for things. So they're digging a hole for me to start building. which means I don't have to dig a hole. Let me grab all these bits. Resources are very valuable early game, guys. You can't let any of this stuff despawn. But yeah, everything is looking good. Like, I didn't even have to do this, which is awesome. I log in and things are done. It's amazing. Yeah, let's find a way out of here. But yeah, I'll be back in a little bit because I was expecting to do lots more things, and now I don't have to do those things, so I can just really get starting on building the trading hall. The one thing that I'm a little bit upset about is I wish Sham would have decided he wanted a trading hall in there, because I probably wouldn't have built the breeder where I did. Now I have to route all those villagers, which there are many, uh, over there. So that's going to be fun and interesting at the same time. But I'll be back shortly. There's stuff to do, things to do, craziness that's going to happen. The initial stages of our new non-temporary villager trading hall are now complete. We've got this whole first side done, and it's enough to hold 15 villagers in here on that one side. So we'll have another 15 over here eventually, which will give us 30. I figured I would not do this one because it's a nice viewing angle for you guys. So this is an Illogical Geek Boy like easy farm. Essentially, what's going to happen is we're going to bring our villagers from up top over here. They're going to come down, hit this activator rail. I'm going to block this off for right now, or do some kind of minecart destruction method. And they're going to go to the first workstation they can get to, which is that stone cutter right there. So he's going to fall down the hole. And then this sticky piston will activate, pull this block back in, so that the next one that comes, that hole's closed, he can come right here. There is a zombie in here. He is somewhere. He was actually really, really easy to get. There was one literally just on the outskirts of where we didn't have torches. And yeah, so oh, there he is, right there. He's holding a cobble. So naming him wasn't necessary, but he was named nonetheless. I'm not going to get into that right now, Jam. But yeah, this is super simple design, really easy to use. So once I actually get villagers in here, I want to check their trades. Not so much with the stonecutters, but once we get some lecterns in here and start getting some librarians, it's going to be nice to be able to see what that first trade is. And the really easy thing you can do is just place a block over that, so you can break the workstation, and then the villager is trapped. And that will allow us to reset the trades, and we can see if there's any good enchants we're going to get, because there are a lot of good enchants out there. We're really looking for those mending, those looting, because really we don't have. I have like just a diamond sword now, and my helmet's broken. I'm naked. Yeah, so we want to get some good trades, but stone is probably the thing we're going to be able to sell the quickest. The stone, andesite, granite, diorite. So we want to get this first to get their emeralds to, convert them into zombie villagers, cure them, all that stuff. So that's an easy process. Let me get a couple villagers in here. We'll check their trades, and then we'll, move out from there and see what we can do in emerald production, which leads to tools and greatness. It has been several hours since our last recording, and there's a lot to show. First and foremost, we have a crazy amount of villagers right now, so I've disabled our villager breeder right now. All it took was placing that one dirt block, and now these villagers can't even see those beds, which means they're not going to try to breed, which is fantastic, because we don't need any more. That's way too many right now for our needs, because it's very slow going with the server being at the TPS it currently is, just because of that insanity right there. But I have moved a couple villagers downstairs, and I've got started their trading. So we lay down a basic minecart track. All the villagers end up down here. You can see Sham has started building really fast. That came up out of nowhere. I was underneath it for a while, and I came back up, and I saw that, and I was like, where, how? And then Precocci even made our cactus farm even higher, because he didn't like the rates it was coming at. So yeah, that's the thing. We're gonna build a much bigger version of that in the future, but that's a couple episodes down the road. But the villagers just come down here. They hit that activator rail, and they're instantly kicked off, and that's the only block they can land on. And then the minecart continues on, gets broken by the cactus, and ends up in a chest. The villagers will eventually make their way to the first open bay that they can get into. And right now, we've got 4 masons. So varying trades on each of these guys. This guy is the best one right now, though, because he's offering us both a stone trade, a granite, and a diorite. So granite and diorite we usually don't build with too much, so we are very willing to trade this once it gets a little bit lower, and we're going to talk about that in a second. These two guys here are almost the same. They've both got a stone and diorite trade available. This guy, a little less useful for us because we do like building with andesite. You can see I used andesite slabs here. but we've got a bit of it, so trading early on is going to be beneficial for that regard to get those emeralds. Now, what we're going to do next is add in some probably toolsmiths and weaponsmiths because we want picks. We absolutely need picks. Picks are the best, and toolsmiths are the way to do that. But we need these guys to offer us a better trade first. So what we're going to do next is use some of these splash potions of weakness and golden apples. So we can lower these guys down with this lever right here. They will drop down. The zombie, which is he's over there somewhere, will come by eventually and make that guy a zombie villager. Once that happens, we raise him back up, throw a splash potion at him, feed him a golden apple, and his trades get better. It's magic. Minecraft magic. It's great. It's amazing. So I need to do that with these 4 dudes, specifically these 3. So when I throw this splash potion, I'm going to try to aim a little bit right of center on this. In theory, I should be able to hit all 4 of these guys, but I want to make sure I at least get these 3. If that guy doesn't get hit, I'm fine with it, but if he can, even better. So I'm going to do all of that, convert these guys down, hopefully get them down to 1 stone, diorite, granite, or andesite per emerald to get a ton of them. And then we're going to keep on going and adding in these other, toolsmiths first. I'm thinking to get those picks. So I'll be back in a little bit. Hopefully we've got a ton more emeralds and a few more villagers going. Eventually we want to make this room filled. And we're thinking all of this side is going to be librarians just to get all their amazing book trades across the room. Because we're going to need a lot of them for the plans in the future. And also to start selling to the other crazy amount of people on the server. We can make some money from this, so we might as well do it. So I'll be back in a little bit, doing some stuff and things, and I'll show you the results after that. Work both in the trading hall and above has progressed quite nicely. Sham is getting close to getting this exterior of his little church done, and I gotta say, it's looking pretty fantastic. He originally was gonna go with white or red stained glass, and then decided yellow. I don't know. I think I like the red better, or mixing it in. Who knows? But downstairs. Downstairs is where the magic's happening, guys. I've been very, very busy trying to get this thing kind of, not pretty, but functional. Because pretty's not me. This is Sham's area. It's going to be, so I'm going to let him decorate everything. But getting all of these guys converted, lowering trades, all that fun stuff. So, like things like these fishermen over here. We have a string farm. You know, one for one on those emeralds right there, which is pretty nice. We're raking them in quite nicely right now. I've got all of them in this chest right here. So we've got 18, 19 and a quarter stacks right now, which is great. It's fantastic. I don't know if it's 116.2 or what, or it could be something with the server right now, but I've got all of these guys lowered down to 1 for everything, but every time I trade with them once, the price goes like really high up. So I'm not sure if I need to convert them some more or not. I have very limited golden apples. Those are the last of them that we have right now, so I kind of just want to leave it as is for now. We're making do with what we got there. I do have some farmers because eventually I'm gonna want some golden carrots because yeah, those are my favorites food. What I'm finding is I can use 1 splash potion on 4 of these guys. So I think the last one that I've actually converted is this guy here. Yeah, his trades are lower. But these guys, they still have yet to do any price reductions. Not too happy with the pick results we got off these dudes. I might replace them here in the near future. Ideally, we want so if we can get a Silk Touch and an Unbreaking 3 guy, that would be fantastic. And then same for Fortune. If we can Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3, it'd be great. Um, did do a couple of weaponsmiths just to try to get some swords. Same thing, Sharpness 2 on that one, and then I think yeah, Sharpness 1 and Breaking 1 on this guy. Nice to have a cleric, because ender pearls are hard to come by right now, and nah, now we can do that. But really, this is where we're looking right now. 15 amazing librarians, and I haven't locked or unlocked any of them at this moment. A lot of them ended up with the paper bookshelf trade, and so I'm going to be trying to reset their trades very frequently. I gotta put that temporary slab there just to do this. If I break this lectern, he should lose his profession. I just gotta pick it back up, and now let's see if he gets something better. Oh, no, no, all the nope. That is not good at all. That is not what we want to see. We want to see some good mending books or unbreaking book, all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna do this for the next several hours because I know it's gonna take me a very, very long time. Ooh, I'm gonna keep you for now. I might want that because yeah, that's always nice to have. But yeah, I gotta keep doing this and figuring out where things are. trying to get at least 2 mending guys, and 2 unbreaking guys, and then an efficiency and silk and fortune, all that fun stuff. So I gotta stop this. Let's just do that. Make it easy. So yeah, I gotta keep doing this for a very long time, and then I have to do the price drops, all that fun jazz, because we really need some better gear. Oh, I don't think I mentioned. Sham gave me a netherite ingot, and I have a netherite pick now, so that's pretty fantastic. But yeah, what we want to see is full netherite gear, and it's going to be hard doing that without having access to these guys to get us some better gear. So yeah, I will see you guys in a little while once I've got some decent trades going on these guys. I swear this happens to me all the time. Happens all the time. Literally, we're still on the second guy, so this is moments later on. It was probably the very next lectern trade. Bam, right there. Don't care what that is right now. All I care is that it's mending. Because now, we can get mending books. I can reduce those prices, and it's going to be great. But yeah, I'll be back, because I don't think I'm going to get that lucky again. At least, not anytime soon. It has been quite a while, a couple days since my last clip, because it's just taken a while with, entities moving very, very slowly because of all the people. Just, it's glorious, though. All these people online, it's amazing. Sham has been hard at work out here. He's building his little village. Loving this little blacksmith thing. It's pretty fantastic. His church is done. None of these are decorated yet on the inside, though, but he totally plans on doing that. But I finished the trading hall, and I called in Sham because it's gonna be his, and he just wanted to put some initial decorations on it. And yeah, so it's looking pretty cool. Like some kind of shaggy carpet. It's pretty fantastic. It is pretty glorious. Uh, Getting all of these guys took a little bit. It took a very long time to get all their trades down. But we got pretty much everything we need. There's a few things we're missing, but nothing that's really going to hurt us in the near term. Like, we don't have Smite right now. I think a couple things we only have, like Sweeping Edge 2 and Feather Falling 3 as opposed to 4. But everything else is looking pretty good in here. Now I have the fun task of gearing everybody up. Because all these trades are perfect for me and nobody else, it's going to be up to me to get everybody the amazing gear that they need. Which is fine. I fully planned on doing that, but we're going to do that in between episodes. I have these little locker boxes that I've made for everybody, so as I build stuff, let me grab that. As I build stuff, I'm going to place it in the chest for them, and then they can, just come and grab it at their leisure. I also have a few extra, like, bows. I've got a couple fortune picks here, but we need a lot more stuff. The other thing we need to do, we need to get some armor. And I've got all these guys down really low. I don't know why that's 2. It was 1, like, 5 minutes ago. But yeah, got to do a lot of things. But I'm going to take a little break from recording just to get all this stuff done, because I've got a big project in mind for the next episode, and it's going to be nice to have a couple, I mean many spare picks. So, I hope you guys liked today's episode. It was great. I love villagers. They're fantastic. They're amazing, and it's great just playing on Titancraft again, guys. I really miss this server. I miss this shenanigans. It's great. It's glorious. But until next time, you guys have a good one.